Okay, so here we have the Strix Z690-F gaming Wi-Fi. Just got this today, and with it we have the Core i9 the 12900K. I'm glad I bought the retail box because it's actually got a replica wafer in here, which is pretty damn cool. Yeah, cool packaging there, Intel. I was gonna say good to see you get the money's worth, but the thing is, you know, it's a pretty good value processor, this one, considering how it performs, especially compared to the equivalent, whatever it is, the 5980X, whatever it's called. Unfortunately, well, I mean, not that unfortunate. I mean, micron memory isn't that terrible, but there's not a lot available. So I just went for, I don't know why that's not focusing, but there we go. We went for the 4800 kit. Hopefully it'll overclock a bit. That's at 1.1 volts, so we've got a bit of voltage headroom to play with there. We might try and get that up to, I don't know, 54, 5700 or something like that. We'll see how we go. See how it goes. Just stock for starters. So yeah, the Z690F is, I guess you'd call it a mid-range, kind of mid-high end type motherboard. Got a lot of features. It's got the PCI Express 5, of course. It's got the DDR5 memory. It's got, what else does it have here? Let's have a look. We'll just put that aside for a second. We'll see what else is in the box here. So, there we go. We've got a false shelf, something in here. Wi-Fi antennas. I don't use these. I've got an old Asus 4x4 card that I don't use anymore. It had a few glitches with it in regards to compatibility, so I just use the 4x4 antenna array and I screw 2 of them in and I leave 2 of them free. I mean, you can say it's a waste, but the thing is, if it's just going to sit there in my drawer, it's a waste anyway, right? I might as well use the good antennas than for them just to be sitting there doing nothing. I have no idea what these are. Some little rubber squares, who knows, some Sata cables. Does anyone use Sata anymore? I mean, I do. I've got, I do have 4, 5, I think, terabyte, 2.5-inch SSDs, and I use those in a storage pool, and that gives me like a 5 terabyte storage pool. I don't care about redundancy on that because it's actually a full sync copy of the cloud and full sync copy to the cloud. So basically I use that storage space so that I've got my whole OneDrive storage, which, because I've got an E3 or enterprise license, it gives me 5 terabytes. So everything that I have, you know, all the stuff I care about is synced to the cloud and stored on that drive. And then I've got my M.2 drives. So this is going to get a 980 Pro 1 terabyte, and it's also going to get a 970 Pro 1 terabyte. I got no idea what that is, by the way. I guess it's a piece of Lego. I don't know. We've also got another single pad. God knows what all these are for. That looks like a NVMe retainer. We've got the ROG lanyard thingo. I do use that now. Here's my keys here. Matches my keys quite nicely. It's held up quite good, as you can see. I've had this on my keys for, I don't know, must be maybe 6 months or more. So it holds up pretty well. It's just handy, so when you've got it in your pocket, you can just grab that and pull it out, or you can leave that hanging out, or whatever. Here's the manual. There is something in here. We've got the sticker pack, of course, can't forget that. It's a half-sheet sticker pack, so it's not as extensive as the high-end boards that has like a full A4 sticker pack. But in saying that, there's some pretty cool stickers here. Maybe some more of these round ones would be good so that we can like Asus our chassis fans. What else we got here? S114. I don't know what that is. The game to indoor games. It's all just sort of, you know, ROG gamer rhetoric as usual, but certainly aesthetically pleasing. In here we have thank you Asus for a CD-ROM. I don't know why in this day and age, it's the year 2022, why we're getting CDs. It seems to be quite futile to me. I do have an optical drive in there on USB, but why Asus include CDs? What's the point? What's the point? I mean, just go and download them or put them on a USB key. I mean, how great would it be to get that lanyard with a little Asus USB drive on it with all the drivers? I mean, that would be sweet, right? Wouldn't that be a great idea? Here you go, Asus. That's a free idea for you. If they do it, then you know that's why. So yeah, that seems to be everything. Again, I don't know what all these little things are. Maybe the manual will tell us. I don't know. Standard Asus manual. You know, what it does, connectors, package contents. So, I mean, let's go look at the package contents and see what these things are. What are we at? 12. Package contents, here we go. So we have one Strix. Sorry about the unstable video. Okay, the motherboard, 4 Sata cables, yep. 1 2x2 antenna, yep. 1 M.2Q latch, and 1 M.2Q latch package for M2 black backplate. Okay, so we got that one. And then, oh, that was that Lego looking thing, I guess. Where was that? There it is. So that's another M.2 retainer, I guess. That's an interesting one. What else we got here? We've got 2 M.2 rubber packages. So, well, that's interesting. Well, I guess later on we'll see what exactly those do. Keychains, cable ties, Strix stickers, thank you card. Did we get a thank you card? Where's the thank you card? Cheeky buggers. They say they include a thank you card, but they don't actually give you a thank you card. So they're not actually thanking you. I don't know what's going on there. There is no thank you card in this box. So yeah. And funny thing is, they don't mention the CD, do they? They don't actually tell us that there's a, oh there it is, installation media support DVD and a user guide. If any of the above items are damaged or missing, contact your retailer. Yes, I am missing the thank you card. I don't feel like I've been thanked for spending, what was this board, 700 or something like that? Yeah, so anyway, there's the Strix Z690-F gaming Wi-Fi. We'll have a quick look at the board itself. I don't really want to, I suppose we'll get it out. One second, take a look at that for a sec. Here we go, let's see, how are we going to get this out? Alright, here we go. Okay, so the board's out. We have an interesting sort of, I guess, cable management it can be used for. I mean, there's nothing under there really, other than some scratches. No, they're not scratches, it's just detritus. Probably just from manufacturing. Yeah, so that's interesting. And we've got this Strix nonsensical codes. If you can figure out what they mean, let me know. Maybe there's some sort of code, maybe it's something that Asus are trying to hint us at, or maybe associate themselves with. I don't recognize those numbers for any reason offhand, but anyway. We've got Zoravoljica what? Geomon City? I don't know what that's about. If anyone knows what that means, put it in the comments. I'd love to know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I do. I don't know. But there's obviously some sort of reference. Another reference here. Control plus WASD. Well, I mean, they are keys that exist. I don't know what they mean though in regards to this. Battery. What else we got here? We've got the single PCI Express 16X slot. That's all I need. I don't give a shit about SLI and that sort of stuff. I mean, none of that exists anymore anyway, really. Here's a peel for you. Here's another one. Beautiful. What else we got here? We've got the Supreme sound bullshit that no one ever actually uses. I don't know. If you use that, let me know. I'm interested actually. Does anyone actually use the onboard sound cards in these things? I mean, does it mean anything? The bandwidth, just so you know, the bandwidth for multi-channel audio is highest on HDMI. The audio, or SPDIF, that one there, that does not have enough for Atmos or some of the more advanced audio codecs. There's just not enough bandwidth on that. The single lines, I mean, you can use those for your analogs if you just want to do a microphone or something like that. But again, like my Yeti is USB, of course. I use a Denon amp, so I just use a display port to HDMI cable for that. Anyway, here's our back plate, another peel. So this back plate has DisplayPort and VGA. I did debate getting the whatever it is, the other Strix gaming board without the video headers, but considering I got the 12900K, not the KF, and if you're having issues with your GPU and you want to validate that it is your GPU giving you issues and not actually something else, it's kind of impossible to do if you don't have the GPU on the chip. So something to think about. Everyone has a different use case. So here's your typical clear CMOS and bias flashback. This is the same as my Z690 board. We've got two type Cs. We've got two, I think they're USB 3 type whatevers. So one by USB 3 Gen 2 by 3 Gen 2 ports, 2 Type A and 1 Type C. Then we've got 4 3.2 Gen 1s. So yeah, that's all right. The 2.5 gig networking and Wi-Fi, of course, 6E. Yeah, what else can I show you on this board? Here's our power connectors there. The two 8 pins. We've also got the 4 DIMM slots. We've got CPU fan, a VRM test. Oh, that's interesting. CPU OV, that would be for going for extreme voltages, and your RGB headers. We've got some lights there. Oh, we don't have postcodes on this board. That's something I didn't realize. No postcodes. That's just a... Asus, what are you doing? This board should have postcode display on it. That's really unfortunate. So I guess all we've got is these here to tell us what's going on. There's our main 24 pin, our USB 3 header, We have our, what is that there? Another USB header. This is kind of nifty actually. I saw this. I saw this on another review video. This one here will actually push this down. So if your video card's locked in here, this is up. You can never get in here. I know my current 590E board, that's the same issue. I have to get a screwdriver in here just to get it in. It's just it's ridiculous. So yeah, that does that. So that's kind of cool. And then your typical headers down here. Yeah, all your usual stuff. More RGB headers there. Fan headers. I don't know what fan header that's. A chassis fan, is it? Yeah, chassis fan. Audio, I guess. There you go. So we've got the M.2 under that. Gen 4. Then we've got dual M.2 under there. And another M.2 there. So there's 4 M.2s on the board. And apparently there's one on the back. Didn't it say? Is there one there on the back? No, there's not. So what is this rear M.2 retainer then? That's interesting. Anyway, there you go. That's a quick unboxing of that particular board. I think it's a reasonable value board. I don't like the missing CMOS postcodes. Sorry. That's an omission on Asus's part, in my opinion. Especially since it was on the equivalent board for the Z590. These Z690 boards are not great value just yet. Let's hope they come down again in the near future. Yeah, look, if you haven't yet seen this board, then now you have. You understand what's in the package. You know what you're getting for your money. That's very important, I think, considering how expensive these bloody things are. Yeah, that's it for now. Thanks.